Magnesium plays a role in more than 300 biochemical processes inside the human body. It helps regulate nerve signals, muscle movement, blood pressure, blood sugar, and even heart rhythm. Yet research consistently shows that up to 70 to 80% of adults are not getting enough magnesium from their daily diet. But here's the part that truly concerns me. Magnesium is often promoted as a safe or natural supplement, something people take casually without a second thought. And while magnesium can be extremely helpful, using it incorrectly can be genuinely dangerous. After reviewing years of medical literature and clinical reports, I've seen a pattern repeat itself again and again. People either take magnesium when they absolutely shouldn't, or they combine it with medications that create silent but serious interactions. These are not harmless mistakes. I'm talking about real risks: kidney strain, breathing suppression, severe drops in blood pressure, abnormal heart rhythms, and in rare cases, life-threatening complications. That's why today, I want to walk you through everything you need to know about magnesium supplements, the benefits, the hidden dangers, and most importantly, how to use magnesium safely and intelligently. By the end of this video, you'll know who truly needs magnesium, who should avoid it completely, how much is generally safe, which forms work best, and the warning signs you should never ignore. So, let's get started. First critical question: do you actually need magnesium supplements? Many people take magnesium simply because they've heard it's good for you, but supplementing without understanding your body's signals can lead to unnecessary risk. Here are the most reliable signs that your body may be running low on magnesium. Sign number 1: muscle and nerve disturbances. Have you ever been drifting off to sleep only to be jolted awake by a sudden intense calf cramp? Or noticed an eyelid that twitches non-stop for days? Or strange tingling or numbness in your hands or feet? These are classic red flags. Magnesium acts as a natural stabilizer for your nervous system. When levels drop too low, nerves become overstimulated, almost like exposed electrical wires that won't shut off. The result? Muscle cramps, muscle twitching, pins and needles sensations, muscle tightness or spasms. But weakness is another important clue. If your legs feel heavy when you walk, or you notice a decline in strength and endurance, magnesium may be part of the problem. Magnesium is essential for energy production inside muscle cells. Without enough of it, muscles literally can't access the fuel they need to function properly. Sign number 2: stress, anxiety, and poor sleep. Here's something many people don't realize: stress and magnesium deficiency feed each other. When you're under stress, your body enters fight or flight mode. Your nervous system burns through magnesium at a faster rate to stay balanced. At the same time, stress hormones like cortisol cause your kidneys to excrete more magnesium through urine. So stress lowers magnesium, and low magnesium makes you more sensitive to stress. It's a vicious loop. If you feel anxious or on edge, easily irritated, mentally wired but physically exhausted, unable to quiet your mind at night, magnesium deficiency may be a missing piece. Sign number 3: aging and digestive decline. As we get older, our bodies don't just slow down on the outside, they change dramatically on the inside, especially in the digestive system. And this is one of the biggest yet most overlooked reasons magnesium deficiency becomes so common with age. Most people assume that if they're eating reasonably well, they must be getting enough minerals. But here's the uncomfortable truth: absorption matters as much as intake. One of the first age-related changes occurs in the stomach. Over time, the stomach produces less hydrochloric acid, the acid responsible for breaking down food and releasing minerals like magnesium so they can be absorbed. Without sufficient stomach acid, magnesium remains bound to food and simply passes through the digestive tract unused. In other words, you might be eating magnesium, but your body never actually gets it. The next problem occurs in the intestines. Aging affects the intestinal lining, reducing the efficiency of nutrient transport into the bloodstream. The microscopic structures responsible for absorbing minerals gradually lose their effectiveness. So, even when magnesium does dissolve properly, less of it crosses into circulation. This creates a dangerous illusion of adequacy. Blood tests may appear normal, yet magnesium levels inside muscles, nerves, and bones continue to decline quietly. Dietary habits also shift with age. Many older adults naturally eat less food overall. Chewing becomes more difficult, digestion takes longer, and appetite often decreases. Unfortunately, the foods most commonly reduced are exactly the ones richest in magnesium: leafy greens, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and legumes. Some people avoid these foods because they cause bloating, others limit them due to dental issues or digestive discomfort, and some simply replace them with softer, more processed options that are calorie-dense but mineral-poor. The result is a double loss: less magnesium coming in, less magnesium being absorbed. Digestive conditions further compound the issue. Acid reflux, chronic gastritis, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, and ulcerative colitis all interfere with mineral absorption. Even long-term use of antacids or acid-blocking medications can silently worsen magnesium deficiency over time. And here's a critical point many people miss: aging kidneys and aging digestion often don't decline at the same rate. Someone may not yet have diagnosed kidney disease, but their magnesium absorption is already compromised, putting them in a fragile balance where both deficiency and toxicity become possible if supplements are used incorrectly. That's why magnesium deficiency in older adults often presents subtly at first. Gradual muscle weakness, reduced stamina, poor sleep quality, increased anxiety, more frequent cramps. Symptoms are often blamed on just getting older, when in reality, magnesium deficiency is playing a significant role. Certain medications. One of the most overlooked causes of magnesium deficiency isn't diet or aging, it's medication. Millions of people take prescription drugs every single day without realizing that some of the most common ones quietly drain magnesium from the body over time. What makes this especially dangerous is that the depletion happens slowly and silently. There's no immediate warning sign, no sudden pain, just a gradual decline that can go unnoticed for months or even years. Let's start with diuretics, often called water pills. These medications are widely prescribed for high blood pressure, heart failure, and fluid retention. They work by forcing the kidneys to excrete excess sodium and water through urine. But here's the problem: magnesium is lost along with that fluid. Each time you urinate more frequently, small amounts of magnesium are flushed out. Over time, those small losses add up. Many people on diuretics develop magnesium deficiency without ever realizing the medication is the cause. This deficiency can then backfire. Low magnesium can worsen muscle cramps, trigger heart rhythm disturbances, and even make blood pressure harder to control, the very problems diuretics are meant to help manage. Next are acid-suppressing medications, especially proton pump inhibitors or PPIs. Drugs like omeprazole or esomeprazole and similar medications are commonly used for heartburn, acid reflux, and stomach ulcers. These drugs significantly reduce stomach acid. While that may relieve reflux symptoms, it also interferes with mineral absorption. Magnesium, in particular, requires adequate stomach acid to be released from food and absorbed efficiently. With long-term PPI use, magnesium absorption gradually declines. Even if someone eats magnesium-rich foods, much of that magnesium never makes it into the bloodstream. In fact, long-term PPI use has been directly linked to clinically significant magnesium deficiency in medical studies. Then there are certain antibiotics, especially when used repeatedly. Some antibiotics bind to magnesium in the digestive tract, forming complexes that the body can't absorb. This not only reduces magnesium levels, but can also decrease the effectiveness of the antibiotic itself if taken at the same time. Another commonly overlooked group is medications for blood sugar control, including insulin and some oral diabetes drugs. Insulin shifts magnesium from the bloodstream into cells. While this process is necessary, it can temporarily lower circulating magnesium levels, especially in people who are already borderline deficient. Over time, this contributes to a cycle where magnesium deficiency worsens insulin resistance, making blood sugar harder to control and increasing the need for medication. Corticosteroids, often prescribed for inflammation, autoimmune conditions, or asthma, also increase magnesium loss through the kidneys. Long-term use can significantly deplete magnesium reserves, particularly in older adults. Even laxatives, especially used frequently, can reduce magnesium absorption or increase losses. Chronic laxative use disrupts electrolyte balance and places additional stress on the digestive system. What makes all of this especially concerning is polypharmacy, the use of multiple medications at the same time. Many older adults take 2, 3, or even 5 or more prescriptions daily. Each one may slightly affect magnesium balance, but together the impact can be substantial. And because magnesium deficiency symptoms, fatigue, cramps, weakness, sleep problems, heart palpitations are often blamed on aging or illness, the medication connection is frequently missed. Diabetes and blood sugar issues. Diabetes places a heavy and often invisible strain on the body's magnesium levels. In fact, magnesium deficiency is extremely common in people with blood sugar problems, especially type 2 diabetes. When blood sugar is high, the kidneys work harder to remove excess glucose through urine. As sugar is flushed out, magnesium is lost along with it. The higher and more frequent the blood sugar spikes, the greater the magnesium loss over time. Insulin adds to the problem. Whether produced by the body or injected, insulin moves magnesium from the bloodstream into cells. This can temporarily lower circulating magnesium levels, especially in people who are already borderline deficient. Here's where it becomes a vicious cycle. Magnesium is essential for insulin to work properly. Low magnesium makes cells less responsive to insulin, causing blood sugar to rise even higher. Higher blood sugar leads to more magnesium loss, and the cycle continues. Low magnesium is linked to poor blood sugar control, increased insulin resistance, greater fatigue and muscle cramps, worsening nerve symptoms. However, caution is critical. Diabetes can damage the kidneys over time. When kidney function is impaired, the body cannot safely remove excess magnesium. In these cases, supplementation can lead to dangerous magnesium buildup, affecting blood pressure, breathing, and heart rhythm. That's why magnesium should never be taken blindly in diabetes. If kidney function is normal, carefully monitored magnesium support may help. But if diabetic kidney disease is present, supplementation must be guided by a healthcare professional. Diabetes doesn't just affect blood sugar, it disrupts mineral balance, and magnesium sits right at the center of that disruption. Additional groups at higher risk: regular alcohol consumption, even moderate drinking, heavy sweating from exercise or physical labor, hot work environments, high blood pressure. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels naturally. And there's one more hidden factor many people overlook: Modern farming has depleted magnesium from the soil. This means today's fruits, vegetables, and grains contain significantly less magnesium than they did decades ago. If your diet lacks leafy greens, beans, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, food alone may not meet your needs. How much magnesium is generally safe? For most adults, 100 to 200 milligrams per day from supplements is usually safe and beneficial. Do not exceed 350 milligrams per day from supplements unless supervised by a healthcare professional. Which magnesium forms actually work? Not all magnesium supplements are equal. Best absorbed: magnesium glycinate, magnesium malate. Avoid: magnesium oxide. Poor absorption, mainly acts as a laxative. Who should not take magnesium supplements? This part is critical. Group number 1. People with kidney disease. The kidneys remove excess magnesium from the body. When kidney function is impaired, magnesium can accumulate to toxic levels, a condition called hypermagnesemia. Early symptoms: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Advanced toxicity: muscle weakness, very low blood pressure, slow or irregular heartbeat, breathing suppression. In severe cases, magnesium toxicity can cause cardiac arrest. True case: a 72-year-old woman with mild kidney disease took magnesium for constipation. Within days, she developed fatigue and nausea. Blood tests revealed dangerously high magnesium levels. She required hospitalization. If you have any kidney impairment, never supplement magnesium without medical supervision. Group number 2. People with low blood pressure. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels. For someone already prone to low blood pressure, this can cause dizziness, fainting, falls, especially dangerous for older adults. Group number 3. Slow heart rate or heart rhythm disorders. Conditions like bradycardia or heart block can worsen with magnesium. Magnesium slows electrical conduction in the heart. In vulnerable individuals, this can lead to dangerous rhythm disturbances. Group number 4. Medication interactions. Magnesium interacts with many drugs: antibiotics, tetracyclines, fluoroquinolones. Magnesium blocks absorption. Separate doses by at least 2 hours. Muscle relaxants. Combined effects can dangerously lower blood pressure and heart rate. Heart medications like digoxin, magnesium can alter drug levels and heart rhythm stability. These interactions are often missed unless supplements are disclosed. Rules for using magnesium safely. High-dose vitamin D can deplete magnesium. Blood magnesium tests are often misleading. Balance calcium and magnesium, approximately 2-to-1 ratio. Caffeine and alcohol increase magnesium loss. Never take large doses on an empty stomach. How to start magnesium the right way. Start with 100 milligrams daily, taken with dinner. Increase slowly after 1 week if tolerated. Split doses morning and evening. Take with food containing healthy fats. Avoid high-fiber meals at the same time. Magnesium works best as part of a healthy lifestyle, not as a standalone fix. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Have you noticed signs of magnesium deficiency? Are you currently taking magnesium or considering it? Share your experience or questions in the comments below. If this video helped protect your health and avoid dangerous mistakes, please like, share, and subscribe to Better Life. We're dedicated to providing clear, science-based health guidance you can actually trust.